With faith, discipline, and selfless devotion to duty, there is nothing worthwhile that you cannot achieve. There are two powers in the world. One is the sword and the other is the pen. There is a great competition and rivalry between the two. There is a third power stronger than both, that of the women. Failure is a word unknown to me. You are free. You are free to go to your temples. You are free to go to your mosques or to any other place or worship in this state of Pakistan. You may belong to any religion or caste or creed. That has nothing to do with the business of the state. Expect the best. Prepare for the worst. No nation can rise to the height of glory unless your women are side by side with you. Islam expects every Muslim to do this duty, and if we realize our responsibility, time will come soon when we shall justify ourselves worthy of a glorious past. I shall never come to the Punjab again. It is such a hopeless place. The first duty of a government is to maintain law and order so that the life, property, and religious beliefs of its subjects are fully protected by the state. If you will work in cooperation, forgetting the past, burying the hatchet, you are bound to succeed. That freedom can never be attained by a nation without suffering, and sacrifice has been amply borne out by the recent tragic happenings in this subcontinent. Pakistan is not going to be a theocratic state, to be ruled by priests with a divine mission. We have many non-Muslims, Hindus, Christians, and Parsis, but they are all Pakistanis. They will enjoy the same rights and privileges as any other citizens, and will play their rightful part in the affairs of Pakistan. We are victims of evil customs. It is a crime against humanity that our women are shut up within the four walls of the houses as prisoners. There is no sanction anywhere for the deplorable condition in which our women have to live. Democratic systems based on the concept of a homogeneous nation such as England are very definitely not applicable to heterogeneous countries such as India, and this simple fact is the root cause of India's constitutional ills. What I am afraid of is Gandhi. He has brains and always tried to put me in the wrong. I have to be on guard and alert all the time. You have to stand guard over the development and maintenance of Islamic democracy, Islamic social justice, and the equality of manhood in your own native soil. For a real new India to arise, all petty and small things must be given up to be redeemed. All Indians must offer to sacrifice not only their good things, but all those evil things they cling to blindly, their hates and their divisions, their pride in what they should be thoroughly ashamed of, their quarrels and misunderstandings. We are starting in the days where there is no discrimination, no distinction between one community and another, no discrimination between one caste or creed and another. We are starting with this fundamental principle that we are all citizens and equal citizens of one state. There is no parallel in the history of the world. This mighty subcontinent with all kinds of inhabitants has been brought under a plan which is titanic, unknown, unparalleled, and what is very important with regard to it is that we have achieved it peacefully and by means of an evolution of the greatest possible character. I would still ask the government not to drive the people of India to desperation, or else there is no other course left open to the people except to inaugurate the policy of non-cooperation, though not necessarily the program of Mr. Gandhi. Think 100 times before you take a decision, but once that decision is taken, stand by it as one man. One of the biggest curses from which India is suffering, I do not say that other countries are free from it, but I think our condition is much worse, is bribery and corruption. That really is a poison. No struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with men. Pakistan not only means freedom and independence, but the Muslim ideology which has to be preserved, which has come to us as a precious gift and treasure and which we hope others will share with us. My message to you all is of hope, courage, and confidence. Let us mobilize all our resources in a systematic and organized way and tackle the grave issues that confront us with grim determination and discipline worthy of a great nation. We should have a state in which we could live and breathe as free men, and which we could develop according to our own lights and culture, and where principles of Islamic social justice could find free play. You are free to go to your mosques or to any other place of worship in this state of Pakistan. Think well before selecting your leader, and when you have selected him, follow him. But in case you find his policy detrimental to your interests, kick him out. Our object should be peace within and peace without. We want to live peacefully and maintain cordial, friendly relations with our immediate neighbors and with the world at large. Come forward as servants of Islam. Organize the people economically, socially, educationally, and politically, and I am sure that you will be a power that will be accepted by everybody. We maintain and hold that Muslims and Hindus are two major nations by any definition or test of a nation. I am almost inclined to say that India will get dominion responsible government the day the Hindus and Muslims are united. If we want to make this great state of Pakistan happy and prosperous, we should wholly and solely concentrate on the well-being of the people, and especially of the masses and the poor. Any idea of a united India could never have worked, and in my judgment, it would have led us to terrific disaster. Maybe that view is correct. Maybe it is not. That remains to be seen. I see no reason why the Shias should be debarred from having their voice in the elected bodies and governmental institutions in any matter which affect the Shias. We must so organize the Muslim League that justice is done to every sect and section inside it. Black marketeers are really knowing, intelligent, and ordinarily responsible people, and when they indulge in black marketing, I think they ought to be very severely punished because they undermine the entire system of control and regulation of foodstuffs and essential commodities and cause wholesale starvation and want and even death. Let those men who still have these misguided ideas, let those men who still have these hallucinations, realize that by anarchism, by dastardly crimes, they cannot bring about good government. Let them realize that these methods have not succeeded in any country of the world and are not likely to succeed in India. I know there are people who do not quite agree with the division of India and the partition of the Punjab and Bengal. Much has been said against it. But now that it has been accepted, it is the duty of every one of us to loyally abide by it and honorably act according to the agreement which is now final and binding on all. India's blood and India's gold was sought and unfortunately given to break Turkey and by the fetters of the Rowlatt legislation. The British government very naturally would like to see in India the form of democratic constitutions it knows best and thinks best, under which the government of the country is entrusted to one or other political party in accordance with the turn of elections.